Hey everybody, we're going to be making Easter crafts today, and this is what we're going to be making. This door hanger wreath and this flower arrangement. So let's get into it. Easter is just around the corner, and I don't do a lot at Easter, just a few minor things, and I saw a few crafts that I wanted to try, and they're very, very simple. And what you will need for the first one is you will need a large glass container vase, a smaller one. You will need, these come from Hobby Lobby, some of these little eggs, and just some florals of your choice that are, Easter color, spring color. So now let's go ahead and get started on this. I've got to clear off a mess here. This one shouldn't take long at all. All right, so here's what we will do. I'm going to take this container right here, as you can see. Then I'm going to take this smaller one. I'm going to place it inside in the center. Just like that. Now, I'm going to take my eggs. These are two different packs that come from Hobby Lobby. One I had already, and another one I just went and bought. It's just these little eggs right here. And I'm just going to start placing them around the two vases. Just like this. And the little ones tend to fill in the gaps, so. You can put in as many as you want. But I think I'll use all of these. Now, the one that I saw, they used pastel eggs, and that was really, really pretty. And this is what it's going to look like, just like so. This is right here. This is what it'll look like. Now, here's the simple part. You get to do your floral designs now. I'm going to go ahead and put me some tulips. I've got 3 larger tulips right here. I'm going to go ahead and set those in. And then I don't know if these are tulips or crocuses, so I'm going to set those in. I've got these white ones. I'm just going to place those around. And if you wanted to, you might could put some of those crystals, the clear crystals that you can get at Dollar Tree. You could probably put those in the smaller vase if you needed to elevate your flowers a little bit. I don't claim to be a floral designer by any means. Here's my pink ones. I'm just going to place those in. There's my flowers. Now I'm going to switch my angle. And this is what it's looking like right here. Now, because my next project is going to be kind of the mossy greens, I'm going to take this mossy green ribbon right here, and I'm just going to wrap it around, and I'm going to tie a bow. Just a basic shoestring bow. Cut it off here. Dovetail the ends. Turn this right here so you can see. Just tie a basic bow. And if you wanted to, you could put just a dab of hot glue there so it will hold in place. And there it is. Like I said, if you could find the pastel eggs, that would be very, very pretty. You can put it with or without the bow. Adjust my bow just a tad. There we go. Twist it. All right. So, if you had just a bunch of the real looking tulips, that would be really pretty. But I tried to stick with these spring Easter colors, the pink, the yellow, and the white. And like I said, the moss green. So, there you go. There's one. Now, for the next one, what you will need is, first, I need to plug in my hot glue gun. So what you will need will be some kind of ring form, something like this, for a wreath. You will need some kind of greeneries. I've got different ones right here. Just different kinds that I can use. I've got some Spanish moss that I may incorporate. I'm not sure. I've got ribbons. I've got florals. I've got different kinds of ribbons here that I may use. I have an assortment of rabbits that I might use. Just different kinds. I'm not sure yet which ones I'll use. And I've got some of these little tulips and my hot glue gun. So, and I've got this little tag that I bought too that I may use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out by moving this stuff around. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to take my florals, my greenery, and I'm just going to start pressing it in just wherever I want it to be. I've just got different kinds here. And I'm just going to place those. Now, I have these tulips. And these tulips I need, I know I've got it here somewhere. Oh, here we go. I am going to cut these tulips down. Just like this. And then I'm going to place these in here. Just wherever I want them to be. Push them down as far as they'll go. I've got that one. And I have this orange one. Just like this. Now, let's take some of this. Let's cut this off. And my basement is still a mess, so I've not been able to utilize it yet. So let's see if I can adjust some of these. Push them up a little bit. Yeah. There we go. I don't know how many of these I'll use. I happen to have found this wreath form basket. And what would be awesome would be if you could actually use a grapevine wreath with this. That would be neat as well. But I just happened to have this one and I thought I like this one, so I'm going to use it. And you know, you can use whatever you wanted to. When I was actually at Hobby Lobby the other day, I saw these really cute little chicks. We call them doodles here where I grew up. They're called we refer to them as doodles, but they're chicks. And that would be really cute in here. So let's go ahead and place these in. Like I said, just wherever you want to place them. But we also need to leave a space. And if my hot glue gun is actually heated up, I'm going to go ahead and try that. So I can fill in around it. I may have to adjust some, actually. I think I'll use these little brown ones. Let's move some of these to the back. And then we'll fill in around it. We'll put this large one in here first. So, let me go ahead and put a lot of hot glue on the bottom of this. And I'm going to stick him in, or her, because it's usually the moms with the babies. I'll stick her in right there. Let that dry. Now, I need another glue stick. And then I'm going to take this small one. I got this one at a thrift store for 50 cents. The first one, the larger one, I got at Hobby Lobby, and it was 40% off, I think. So, I'm just placing it in, just like so. Just like this. If you need to add more hot glue, add more hot glue. Okay, looks like this. Now, let's go ahead and add our greenery in here. I have some more greenery. I'm just adding just random picks that I have. Just to kind of fill it in a little bit. A little bit of hot glue down in here so it'll stay. this is what it's looking like so far. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of this fern. I just want it to look kind of woodsy, if that makes any sense at all. And you can adjust them as you see that needs to be. These fern fronds, or whatever you want to call them, don't want to stay on, so I'm going to be hot gluing them on so they'll stay. I'm just going to place these randomly in here. I don't think I'm going to need all this greenery that I brought up here, actually. I'm hoping to eventually get back down there to my basement. Eventually. I've just been so busy with, you know, with my dad and other things. Like I said, these are really, really, really simple. And you can pick up things that you just have around your home. Anything that you can use for Easter. And this is what it's starting to look like. I don't know if I need to add any more greenery in this or not. There's one. Let's add this one. And I don't think we're going to need, like, we might need some, let's put some moss in here. And another piece of greenery. I'm going to stick in here. Fix this tulip where it can be seen. Now, I'll go ahead and put some moss in here to kind of cover up this area right here. I'm going to just put some moss inside there. I'm just tucking it in, and I'll show you what it looks like. It don't have to be perfect, just, you know, just random. There's what it's looking like. Oh, I got a big mess. Now, I need to make my bow. And I'm going to be using different ribbons. Let's go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and clear my space off, and then I will be right back. All right, it's not perfect, but it'll work. So let's go ahead and trim my ribbon. And I'm going to make a messy bow. So let's see, let's make it about 12 inches. Okay, there's 4 of those. I don't know, this year I just like the earth tones, the mossy colored, and the mossy green colors. I just like those. I am going to take this piece that is this long, and I'm going to cut another green one, green and burlap one. And I'm going to cut another burlap one the same length. Perfect. Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and get this going. You all have seen me make these before. Let's do this one. I'm just layering them, crisscrossing them, just like this. Now I'm going to take my 3 pieces that are tails, and I am going to even them up, kind of crimp them in the middle. I'm going to take my pieces of ribbon, lay those down, take a piece of jute string, cut it off, and I am just going to wrap it around, and I am going to tie it tight so they won't slip out. And the jute string you can also use to tie onto your wreath. Let's adjust the bow. I'm going to take this, decide where I want my bow to be. Okay, right there. I'm going to take my jute string, kind of weave it in between these things right here, and I'm going to tie it on. All right. I don't think I need to make a loop because I think I can hang this up the way it is. But there's what it looks like. Now that I've got my bow on it, let's see if I can place this. We'll see if we can place this on it. I'm just going to tie this on here. So, that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to hang this on the door and I'll let you see what it looks like. So that's what it looks like hanging on my door. I like the greens and the burlap on it. And there's my little rabbits. Not very hard at all. Well, that was our crafts for today. I hope you enjoyed them. They were very easy to make, both of them. You can just use things that you have around your house. They're very, the most expensive thing I think would be, I think I got my vases at Goodwill, but like I said, I got my eggs at Hobby Lobby, so those were probably the biggest expense. So give these a try and see what you think. They're great for Easter. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to hit that notification button, and to share my video. Until next time, bye.